This is our last in our series of videos about mindfulness practice. And this session is focused on making mindfulness a habit in our lives. Now, we have a lot in common, including our shared need and desire for greater mindfulness. But we're also different in some really important ways, and these differences will shape the forms of practice that are most effective for us in making mindfulness integral and a part of our daily lives. And so I urge you to try out different forms of mindfulness practice that will fit into your everyday rhythms. As for myself, once a week, I do a sitting meditation with a group. I've been doing this for many, many years in different contexts. And also on my own, I do sitting meditation sessions as well. But I find that walking meditation is my most basic form of practice. And it works for me especially because I have a habit and a strong need to walk 3 to 5 miles every day. It's my primary form of physical exercise and I enjoy it immensely. So it works for me to integrate mindfulness into that practice as well. I start as I walk by chanting one word per step. What is here? What is here? What is here? Then I do an inventory of what is here, within and around me as I walk. A tree, a bird, a cactus, my urge to get home and make dinner, my urge to send an email to a colleague as soon as I can, the wind on my face, the scent of flowers, a car zipping past, that difficult conversation I had last week. All of these experiences, sensations, emotions, and urges and thoughts are here in this moment as I put one foot in front of the next. The next stage of my practice is when I observe what is here and let names and categories for it drop away. I'll say to myself silently, my idea of a bird, my idea of a cactus, my idea of wanting to cook dinner tonight, recognizing that there is so much more to these experiences than my ability to name or categorize them would suggest. This drops me down into attention to the raw, unfiltered experience, which is so full of mystery and allure. The world around and within me becomes so much more fascinating when I'm able to get to this point in my practice while walking. Now, I find this to be a very effective practice for myself, but also difficult because it's effective because I'm so motivated to walk every day anyway, but it's particularly challenging because when you're walking anywhere, you're barraged with sensory input, and that makes it tougher to stay in observer mode. But when I lose attention, I use my feet to bring me back. What is here? What is here? What is here? One word per step. Now, some people find that a formal sitting practice of 20 minutes first thing in the morning is the ticket. Others take so long to wake up in the morning that they find this to be impossible. Others do it at night just before bed, finding it to be a really great way of getting settled so that they can sleep. So it has this added benefit. Others try to do it just before bed, but they find themselves falling asleep right away and never get started with the practice. Some folks find that the best discipline for them is holding very short sessions of mindfulness several times a day while at work or in other settings. Some use the stop mnemonic to hold a short session. S is for stop whatever you're doing. T is for taking an inventory of your experiences in the moment. O is for observing one or a few of these experiences very carefully for a short time. And P is proceed with your day. What works for you? How can you make mindfulness practice a habit? And even more importantly, how can you weave it into every aspect of your life? Try out different approaches. See what works. Don't give up until you find a structure for your practice that you can maintain. Here at Mindful.USC.edu, we've had many thousands of staff, students, and faculty take our classes. And over the years, as one of the teachers, I've seen a strong pattern. People are taking our classes over and over and over again. We have a variety of advanced classes or specialty courses, but we're seeing a fair number of our community members taking the same class repeatedly. Now, that does not mean that they flunked. On the contrary, every one of us who teaches mindfulness will tell you the same thing. We're all beginners, and we're always beginners. Every time you sit down to meditate or set forth on a walking meditation, you start again fresh. One of the reasons that I teach this class is purely selfish. I need to go back to the beginning myself over and over and over again and be reminded of how important this practice is for my life. And you help me with that. And for the same reason, you might want to strongly consider going regularly to residential meditation retreats for a weekend or longer. Talk to any of us who teach at mindful.usc.edu and we can give you some suggestions about that, as well as other resources that can help you in your path, books, apps, and the like. So may you find a practice that suits your personality, your body rhythms, your lifestyle. May you mindfully attend to all that arises in your daily practice, your bodily sensations, the rhythm of your breath, your emotions, your thoughts, your urges, directing the love that is open, welcoming attention toward each of these experiences, releasing them as they pass in their own time and on their own terms. May this attentive way of being become a habit that suffuses your whole life. Till we meet again, fight on for mindfulness.